It has begun!
On a different note, I've left my body so many times in this life that I've become very detached from it as well. I kind of view it as like, I mean, you could go so far as to say like a Gundam. My soul's just using this body to experience this reality. But at this point, I have to do like an absurd frat boy handshake to get it to start. And if I turn the wheel just the wrong way, it stalls out. It's a car not worth driving anymore. Like, it's too much work. Exactly, a meat suit. I mean, when you consider that everything you experience is just your body's interpretation of electromagnetic signals, and your body itself is made up of electromagnetic signals. All tissue is made up of cell sets. Every cell is made up of molecules. Those molecules are made up of chains of atoms, and those atoms are made of particles, and each one of those particles has a different spin, density, and speed, or I'm sorry, frequency. So as you go further and further into matter, the algorithm of the matter becomes more and more complex. And so we're just a mass of mathematical equations working together to facilitate an interpretation of the signals around us. Frankly, there's no way for us to prove that two people visually perceive the same reality. We just accept that we do. But why? Why? If I tell you a stop sign is a red octagon, how do you know that? Well, why do you know that sign is red? Because you and everyone around you accepts that it is. What's up, Austin? Why do you accept that that shape is an octagon? Can you prove that any two people are seeing the same reality other than their verbal acknowledgement of it? No. So why did we accept those words to describe our reality? Because as we were infants and toddlers being taught to learn these things, shapes, colors, words, and what those words were used for, we were being taught that by the people who held our lives in their hands. We could not, as infants and toddlers and small children, procure our own resources to manage our own reality. So we had to ingratiate ourselves to these people who could. How do you best ingratiate yourself to them? You trust their every word without question. So you don't go, Mom, why is that an octagon? You just go, okay, it's an octagon. You don't ask, Mom, why is that red? You just accept that it's red. And because everyone is taught that by their guardians, and the only way they can ingratiate themselves to their guardians is to trust the correlations between the data that the guardians are giving them, this is how we define our perception of reality. But to actually say that we can unequivocally prove that the the optic nerves of two people and their relationship to the brain actually construct the same visual perception, well, there's not any technology to do that. Exactly.
Is it over?